This next thing was written at the time when computers were not as broadly, well, they didn't have the PC. And they were huge things that filled rooms, and there were cards and tape, miles of it. And if you mentioned the word computer, people would just fall off their chairs. So we, being on the leading edge of satire at that time, wrote this here tune, kind of a parallel or a parody on the John Henry, the steel driving man. You remember the guy at the race with the steam engine? Well, we thought, how droll if a thinker were to have a race with a computer. You see, you get the parallels.
Now, if we'd have been smart,
yeah,
instead of going into satire, we would have gone into computers.
Yeah. Nonetheless, this is the story of an idiot.
When John Henry was a little baby, he was sitting on his mommy's knee. He picked up a slide rule and a book on mathematics, saying, thinking's gonna be the job for me. Said, thinking's gonna be the job for me.
Yes, sir, when John Henry was just a little bitty baby.
Just a little thinker.
Yes. He thought, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a thinking man.
With a filter.
You remember those? So he went to school for it. Yes, he studied algebra and thinking, geometry and thinking, trigonometry and thinking, calculus and thinking.
Counting.
Yes, that too. He had a little trouble with English, though.
Oh, yeah.
Grammar's gonna be the death of me, Lord God. Grammar's gonna be the death of me.
Greek gave him a little trouble, too.
Homer's gonna be the death of me, Lord God. Homer's gonna be the death of me.
So John Henry went to school and became a very competent thinker, which is unusual in itself.
Most of them can't read.
Then he went out in the business world where they do a lot of heavy thinking. Got him a job with the Chicago Tribune, thinking up thoughts for the day.
Then he had a job with the Weather Bureau thinking up names for hurricanes.
Thinking up a storm.
But it was only seasonal work, so... He went and found his way north to Washington with the Atomic Energy Commission, and he began thinking up bombs.
Then he got a job writing our comedy material, thinking
up bombs.
Then he went to work with the federal government, thinking up excuses.
Yes, a big job which paid a lot of overtime. So they sent an efficiency expert out on the job, and he figured out John Henry's fringe benefits. And he cried out,
automation! Well, the expert said to John Henry, I'm gonna bring me a computer around. I'm gonna bring me a computer and an IBM machine. Cybernetics gonna put the answer down.
Computers help keep the payroll down.
Absolutely. The man who invented the computer was from a place called MIT. He punched out cards and tapes by the yard, humming nearer, my God, to thee. Humming nearer, my God, to thee. Well, John Henry said to the inventor, he said, your tubes don't mean a damn. All your wires and your circuits on the integer of 2 are never gonna beat a thinking man.
Hell no!
Are never gonna beat a thinking man. So it was determined that John Henry and the computer would have a race. The inventor punched out a floppy for the computer. John Henry stepped into the isolation booth, and Ralph Edwards read him his question.
Which was, why is Jerry Lewis so popular in France?
John Henry started into thinking till his head glowed cherry red. There was smoke from his ears and his eyes poured tears, and he thunked till his brain dropped dead. Think, thunk, thunk till his brain dropped dead.
That was pitiful.
What a terrible
Twisted
tragedy.
his brain,
Just went right over the
wrung
edge.
out his frontal,
That's all it
parietal,
was.
and
That's right.
occipital section.
Burned himself a
Yeah.
few synapses.
Oh, he certainly did. And some nerve endings, too.
I bet you. I bet you. They took John Henry to the bug house, but still his legend grows. Now no one's ever heard John Henry say a word. He's just sitting there, smiling like he knows.
If he does know, I wish he would tell me. Why is Jerry Lewis
Why
so
is
popular
Jerry
in
Lewis
France?
so popular?